they showed like the computers and like with like the Apple, like with the big fucking floppies.
Huge, like a fucking 9-inch floppy disk.
Yeah. So then they
just got 9-inch floppy dicks now.
There you go.
Well, some of us, not.
As noted earlier, can't hang, can't bang, and we were out. So.
Yeah. Well, see you later.
Nice knowing
Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that the show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you're listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Once again. Or for the very first time.
Yes. So Cerny and we were just talking about it before the mics went hot about the fire situation that we are facing up here in Northern California.
It is brutal.
Is it? Today is a little bit of a break. Is it the same where you are?
Yeah. It's not as bad. At least I can see across the street. Before it was like you look down the street and you couldn't really like hazy. And like, oh,
you could see the moving vans across the street.
I did
U-Haul.
I did see that.
Nevada, where I reside, is particularly getting straight fucked every single day because basically I read this whole analysis. It's like Point Reyes has this huge ocean like breeze that comes in, and it kind of the Nevada's sort of the valley. So normally it's fine, but there's a fire in Point Reyes. So this nice clear valley that we used to have is now just a big smoke dick fucking us. Big smoky penis.
It was like because the weather isn't like today. It's not so bad. It's as far as temperature wise. It's like I wish I could
go outside.
Yeah, open the house up. If I open the house up, first off, it's all smoky. Plus, I've done that before.
Oh,
and the fire alarms go off. I've had that happen.
Oh, the smoke detectors.
Yeah, smoke detector goes off. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's not good. Well, yeah, we kind of get the thing. Oh, when you turn the oven on when you're cooking dinner or whatever, and the house just starts fucking heating up, but you can't open the door or anything because it's hella smoky outside. So, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Oh man. Well, actually, I have some news, Cerny.
Oh, I'm ready.
I have been informed that the obviously we have a pretty healthy Rabbids base of super fans.
Oh yes.
So they're split into two camps. I was just told this today. You have, if you're a fan of Chip, you're called a chipmunk. And if you're a fan of Cern, you're called a Cerny slut. I was told this today. So, let's hear it for all the Cerny sluts out there.
Yes.
And all the chipmunks. So, I would guess there's probably way more sluts, way more Cerny sluts out there. But
I like it.
Anyway, yeah. So I was like, oh man, got to talk about this.
That is good. I like
Cerny.
it.
Well, I'm a Cerny slut.
I'm a
I'll
chipmunk.
just say it right now. New T-shirts. What would a Cerny slut T-shirt look like? Just Cerny. Oh no,
you know what? Let's leave it up to the Cerny sluts. Give us some art rendering. So what do you think?
There you go.
Should be represented like.
You're gonna now get drawn in like some. You know how they do like hentai. There's gonna be some Cerny like Rule 34.
Or no, I'll be
horny mock-ups.
I'll be on my face will be on like Cardi B on doing the WAP.
Oh, there you go. That's pretty funny. I could be Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, there you go.
I am obsessed with that song. I listen to it probably 5 to 10 times a day.
I
have to.
I gave it a roll this morning.
Pussy like the Sonny. There's just lines that won't go.
Comes out soggy.
What great songwriting.
I know.
I feel the greats. Bob Dylan. I don't know, Simon and Garfunkel, Cardi B, and Megan Thee Stallion.
I don't know. It put a smile on my face this morning. So
Yeah. And when you're riding that dick, you're spelling your name out too. That's what Megan the Stallion told me. You ask for a car when you're on top.
that's right.
I mean, you're not going to say no. I've said that for a long time. I mean, if ISIS or whatever terrorist organization wanted to convert more men, you basically get them in the throes of lovemaking, and then right before that nut, just sign this paper. You get an ISIS, but you get the nut off.
There you go.
You know,
They was
numbers through the roof.
You don't even need a pen. Like, what do I don't have a pen on me. Like,
Let me just whip out this soupy hog I have stuffed in some wet ass pussy.
hog.
Soggy hog. Soggy doggy hoggy. Well, now any long-term fan of Chip and Cern knows that we were hot and, dare I say, breaking on the Pokemon Go trend of, what was that, 2018?
Yeah, I think it was. Was it 2018? Wow.
Oh, wow. Now, maybe it was even before that. Anyway, it doesn't matter, but we were hot on it, and we kept on it even when the mainstream turned its back.
That's
on
right.
Pokemon Go. Now, there was a time that I think for us, if you can recall, personally, I just felt it just got so kind of boring.
Yeah.
And the same thing every day, not exciting. So I kind of gave it up.
Me too. We can't give it the same time. I was like, you know.
It's just, I don't need to see a Pidgey every fucking step I take. Like, it's just, it just was annoying. So now Charlie has taken, my daughter, who's almost 5, has taken an interest. And Cerny, you used to play with your son.
Yes.
And your kids, right?
We used to go out in the park and run around.
Yeah. Now, Charlie has shown some interest in some video games. I got the Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Like right before quarantine started, and
clutch grab.
Well, no, right after quarantine, I was driving. Like I was hunting, calling places, asking for it.
They were sold out. They were.
Oh, that was a hot. That was they were scarce. It's like finding a ditto in the wild or something. And and so she's like been enjoying Mario Kart. She's asking to play video games sometimes. Like, okay, this is cool. So I've actually been getting targeted by Pokemon Go ads.
Oh.
And the ad literally says Pokemon Go's changed a lot since like in 2 years. Come check it out again.
Since you last logged in on November 5th, 2018. What?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, pretty much they probably made, I know this because this is like literally what I do for work. Mm-hmm. They probably made an audience on Facebook or whatever platform they want to advertise on and say, who hasn't logged in their app in over a year or 6 months or whatever time period you want? Let's target them with these ads that are specifically designed to pull people back in. Now, dare I say, those ads were successful.
They lasted you back in, huh?
So I was like, you know what? I did like the game. I liked I liked a lot of parts about it, and we're kind of stuck at home. We couldn't go outside, and I was like, let me just check it. I'm like literally laying on the couch. I'm like, let me just see if I have to start all over, or if my old account is still like, if I could resurrect it or see what's going on, you know. So I fired it up again. I was like, okay, this is cool. Same kind of look and everything to it. But I've been, the past 5 days, I've been playing. Oh. I wouldn't say I'm as like, I feel way more control of it. Because remember before, it was like so addicting.
Oh, we were on a bender. We were on a
it was like
bender.
We had timers set. Okay, the egg's gonna hatch at this time, and we need to do this and that, and like driving over to places and doing meetups and all this shit. Stuff that's like not even almost possible right now. Especially we couldn't even go outside. So I fired it up. I will say they did change a lot of stuff, and I will give it an endorsement.
Oh, okay.
I will say. Now, some things that I do like, you can battle people remotely.
Oh, you can.
So you could just battle people all day, and it matches you up with people that are like in your similar level.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So you could do that. So that's pretty cool. Like, so I was just kind of laying on the couch and I was battling people, and you don't have to recharge your Pokemon either. So it's kind of all on the house.
That's kind of cool.
So that part's cool.
Play with house money.
Yeah, house money. 2, they added a lot of diversity with the Pokemon that are like, appearing.
Oh, okay. It's not like the same Rattatatas or
right,
whatever. The
exactly. So there's so much diversity now. Basically,
fucking spider. They always should. Whatever they
I know. I was so tired of these like common Pokemon you would see every time, and you wouldn't even bother catching them because it was so ridiculous that
you could blow your Pokeballs. You could blow your wallet.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No.
You got to save it for some whop, 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 for some wet ass pussy. And yeah, I have been enjoying it. Now you can battle. Also, they have the Team Rocket sometimes hangs out at Pokestops, so you can actually battle them at just regular Pokestops.
Oh.
You can do remote raids now. So you don't actually have to. Yeah, you don't have to be there anymore. You could go.
Pain in the ass. Like, I'm not going over there for that shit.
Totally.
Or if you did, if you would make the trek, and you'd be like the only person, and be like a level million.
So frustrating.
People,
yeah.
Like, fuck.
A David v. Goliath, if you will.
Yeah, I would go in anyway. Like, I didn't make the trip for nothing.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I didn't drive fucking 20 minutes to go battle a fucking Charizard for nothing. But yeah, I mean, I've been enjoying it, and they have a lot of challenges. So it's pretty much like every couple hours there's a challenge that I'm completing. So it's nice. I've been enjoying it, and I think they're on 2 or 3 different worlds now. So there's about double the amount of Pokemon total.
Oh, maybe I'll have to re-download the app that I haven't.
Yeah. Well, I sent you a gift, Cerny, and you haven't accepted it. So if you could just fire it up just to
get, I'll receive the gift.
It was funny. It said, "Oh, Cerny, he was active 2+ days ago." Like, oh, I thought, oh, maybe you were playing with your kids or something. But it's weird that they would say 2 days if it's been months.
Yeah, I don't even have the app on my phone.
Oh boy, what if it just said Cerny just uninstalled? He just uninstalled it. That would be funny. So, if anyone's listening and they did like Pokemon Go, you could do it. And it doesn't have to be the super addictive thing. It could definitely be a very passive game now that you could play by yourself, as opposed to you got to be out and meet up with people and do this and that. You can just have your own thing.
That's cool. That's interesting. I'll give it a.
It'd be worth. I would for the show, Cerny.
Yeah, for the show. For the show. I'll do it for the show. Anything for the show.
Yeah.
What I was doing. So. You seen that show on Netflix? It's called High Score. It's about like
I've heard about this.
So it's
kind of like. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's actually really interesting. It's like kind of like the video game industry, and it kind of starts at Atari, and then like our Space Invaders, and it goes through like the creator, and kind of the ideas and why it's successful, and it kind of goes up from there. So I was watching it. Because I had command of the remote because no one was downstairs. So
command of the remote.
Well, there's a there's a large disconnect between what I want to watch and what everyone else wants to watch.
I'm lucky if I could see a batter during the baseball game. If I could, oh my God, like the wife's gonna go sling mud. The kids are out of the room.
Sling mud.
She doesn't poop. She's a very tidy lady. If she's gonna go, be out of the room real quick. I'm like, oh shit, the Giants game's on. Boom, turn it on. Come back. Dad, what happened to Paw Patrol? What happened to Scooby Doo? You're like all this shit. I'm like, fuck. Can we can we watch it?
I think it was like the evening, and like I think my wife's like, I'm gonna take a bath, and then like everyone else was like playing video games or whatever, or just not in the room, and I was like, oh, I grabbed it. I was like, what's on Netflix? Because it was late, so there was no game on.
Oh, now question for the rules at your house. You have a really large sofa, very similar to me. You can host a great intervention on it.
Yes.
Now, it's a big hanging place. So if say your kids are there on the couch, like they're in the room, but they're on their phone or playing an iPad, do they get to weigh in on what's on the boob tube?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay, that's what I would
Wait
say.
a minute. All right, we're not commanding all media in this fucking room. So either pick one.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I like that.
I've had that
rule.
battle. I've had that battle because Jeffrey's been like on the tablet and like watching cartoons, and then I go to change like whoa. I was like whoa. How can you watch two things? I mean, if you have a beautiful mind and you can split your mind and watch two things at the same time, let me know because I need to enroll you into.
He's got his eyes all diverted, all fucking crazy like a donkey or something.
Understand it and everything else. Like, if you have some sort of superpower, then let me know because we need to take it down to the X-Men, just or whatever.
Yeah,
X-Men universe.
Special. Yeah, Xavier, Mr. Persephone,
Whatever the guy
Professor. Yeah.
I always think of the guy from Star Trek, Captain Picard.
Kirk. Oh, Picard.
Yeah.
What's that actor's name?
I can't remember it all right now.
God damn, why am Patrick? James Patrick? Anyway.
But there was no one in the room, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna turn this. So I was like scrolling. I was like, what's this? So I was watching. It's a docuseries, and I got through
docudrama.
Oh, there you go. Almost like
Kenny Kratz.
And it's pretty interesting. So I was watching some of the games, and they were playing like some of the commercials that they were. And like some of them came back to me. I was like, "Oh shit, I remember this commercial." It was like from the '90s. It was like Universal Studios with like King Kong smacking the.
What it looks so hokey, like were they playing so close to TV? Because remember the controllers, they gave you like a foot of cable.
Yeah.
So you barely.
And they were showing like some of the games. I was like, oh, okay, because like when they're doing like the, I almost forgot the first game system.
Nintendo.
No. Atari.
Okay, yeah.
So like I was like, oh, I don't know this one, but like Space Invaders and Asteroid and stuff. I remember playing that like on the computer, but like
that was old hat by the time we were youth.
So then they go through like a bunch of stuff, and they had like they showed like the computers and like with like the Apple, like with the big fucking floppies,
huge, like a fucking 9-inch floppy disk.
Yeah. So then they
just got 9-inch floppy dicks now.
There you go.
Well, some of us. Not.
As noted earlier, can't hang, can't bang, and we were out. So.
Yeah. Well, see you later.
I know. So they were going through and they're like showing some games. Of course, they went to Nintendo and stuff, and then like they went to Sega with Sonic and stuff. I was like, oh shit!
Nice. Sega Genesis, was that the very first one? Okay.
Yeah, that was the one. So then I was like, oh, so then like I looked at the Xbox and you can download it and play it. And I was like, oh, so I downloaded it and I was like showing Joe. I was like, Jeffrey, look at this. He's like, this game is trash. I was like, what? He's like, this is trash. I said, yeah, I'm about to assault you in a second.
Were the graphics still the same, like pixelated?
It pixelated, like the music, like it's like a bunch of bells or whatever. Yeah.
What was the first video game? You and me are going to have very different stories here. Okay. But what was your first video game system when you were a kid?
It was a Nintendo. My dad and I played
the
Nintendo.
OG Nintendo with the cartridge and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Like we had to blow the cartridge if it was like the game froze to get it to work.
Yeah,
blow the cartridge to put it back in. And I think we used to play. Well, we played obviously Mario, but my dad and I used to play Zelda.
We
used to play all the
nice.
time.
Did you ever get I was obsessed. Our neighbor had older kids, and I think now looking back, probably when we were like 8 or 9, was that kind of when Nintendo came out? Something like that.
Well, actually, it was out. I guess it was out before us. It was like in the '85, but it didn't like.
Oh,
it was popular. Like I saw, it was like 89, 90, 90. 1, 2, whichever.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So you had that. Remember the Duck Hunt?
Oh yeah, we had
that you could get. That was so cool. I was so jealous our neighbors had that because their kids were probably 15 or like 13, 14, and we were 6 or 7. So like, oh, we have Nintendo. We're like, you can get video games at your house? Like, holy shit, that's so fucking crazy.
It's not the devil's machine.
No, so we had our first video game was also Sega Genesis, but we got it at a garage sale probably when
PlayStation was out.
Probably when Xbox was out. I mean, I'm not even joking. Like Cerny can attest that this is probably a true statement, right?
Yeah, this is not far fetched at all. This
actually
sounds about right. This sounds about right.
And we actually got the original Xbox when I think somehow we got that. Our minds were blown when that happened. We were like 14 or 15 when that happened.
Oh, that's right. You did have an Xbox. I remember.
I did have the Xbox.
The big white one, right?
Remember that big black one that was huge?
Oh yeah. So
it was like a sheet pan.
Yeah,
it was like it was a huge brick. And then I think at one time I was like, you could play on the internet. Like that was so cool to me. And of course we weren't even allowed to have fucking Wi-Fi or a modem at our house, so that was out. But N64 was a big one. Did you have N64?
No, I had Nintendo.
Really?
Then we went to Sega, and then I went to PlayStation.
Okay.
And then from there, we used to play. What? I can't remember.
Did you ever have the Game Boys and stuff, or Game Gear? Remember Game Gear?
My brother did. I didn't have it. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. You phrase it that way. There was nothing was assigned. It was just ours to share. So we would be like, car trip, 1995, and my brother and I are playing on the original Game Boy, that gray. Remember that big gray one?
Oh yeah, I do. It was like black and white, or it was like
it didn't even have a color screen or any of that stuff.
Remember Game Boy Color was like, oh dude, they have color screens.
We're
talking about it.
8 colors on it. Because that was when Pokemon, to come full circle.
Oh yeah,
remember the Pokemon games on Game Boy Color? And you would get a blue.
Hook them up, but the other people would.
Yeah, you hook them up in battle and shit.
Yeah,
that game was dope. That's probably why I still play Pokemon Go now. I'm like, that was my first falling in love with a video game situation.
Very nostalgic.
Yeah. But so basically, when those they would have the blue one, red, and then yellow for the Pikachu game.
Yeah, I do remember those.
So when those were out, we got the original Game Boy.
Oh man!
Like that was probably, I bet, almost 10 years old.
Yeah.
And I remember we did a road trip to Wyoming. We went to Yellowstone, and my brother and I had Madden 95 on the fucking OG Game Boy.
Oh yeah.
But we had lost the back, so you'd be playing, and if you got frustrated and you hit the batteries, boom, everything's done. Everything's gone. And the fights that we would have about sharing, who's been playing it, and you time it 10 minutes, and then you trade back and forth.
Terrible.
Jesus
Sounds terrible.
Christ.
You know what's funny is, so I was playing Sonic, and you have to pause and save it. It doesn't save automatically. I said, no. He's like, so what happens if you forget? I said, then you're fucked. he's like, wait, so you have to start all back if you forget? I said, yeah. He's like, that's dumb. I was like, better not forget.
Do you think that came about because so many kids wrote in? My mom keeps just turning my game off in the middle because I won't listen.
The class action lawsuit against the parents.
Class action? We, the youth of America, sue the parents of America. Everyone's parent did that to them, right?
Oh yeah. Especially I was arguing with my brother. Boom, off.
Turn it off. 5 more minutes. Nope. Boom.
Boom. Now.
God, Mom, you cunt! I didn't get a save, and you would just pop your top. You blow your top right there. Oh man, those are the good old days.
Yeah, his mind was like, he stared at me when I said, you got to save it. He's like, it doesn't do it automatically? I was like,
so what's his game that he plays? Like, what's his kind of go-to? Fortnite?
Yeah, because that's like his friends play it, so he plays it.
Right.
Did I try to play it?
Yeah.
I'm old and I suck, I guess. Because I was like, I don't know. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
You're building
it's kind
stuff?
of like they build. It's almost like COD, but it's like
COD mixed with fucking sponsored by This Old House or something.
Yeah. They got to build shit, and they and I don't know, there's a lot of jumping, when they run and they just keep jumping around. I don't get it.
That's what I didn't like about Halo.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that.
Was that my simpleton brain could not master those double jumps or this
slide,
crazy shit.
Slide shit. Yeah, I didn't like that.
So it frustrated the fuck out of me. So I just learned to hate those type of games.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, I want to
Gears of
stick with
War.
Call of Duty where I'm getting like,
Gears of War,
oh,
he's-
yeah.
Tony's play that and Tony Dana.
Yeah. Just sit in their room watching them. Now
Yeah.
people just sit on the computer and watch them.
They're ahead of their time. They're
Yeah.
ahead of their time.
We were ahead of our time watching them.
Oh, you're right.
But they weren't monetizing it.
No, that's on them. Free
Could you
content.
imagine if they would have been like, hey, you need to give us $3 a day to watch us?
We would not be friends. I would have left.
They're like, what? See you later, dude. We're going to go drive around and like throw fucking water balloons at people's cars.
Pour flour down their fucking.
Yeah.
So when they turn the AC on, it would.
Jesus. That car, if the car's around, it still has fucking some all-purpose flour caked on the AC. No doubt. Or we probably went the cheapest bleached gold got gold medal flour.
We were poor. It was
Yeah.
not
For
pouring
how
enough
poor
for a
we
joke.
were, we sure poured a lot of money into practical jokes.
not poor enough to leave a joke away. Walk away
Right.
from a joke. We can't do that.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, to this day, I'm willing to spend absurd amounts of money to have a good joke, even if it's a one-time thing. One-time thing.
Or even even an absurd amount of times in the doghouse for a good joke. Or I'm like,
oh, yeah. Totally.
I'm going to be in trouble if I do this, but
I know it'll make the guys laugh.
so I'm going to do it.
The guys will have a good time with this one.
Worth it.
So we used to play Xbox 360.
Yeah, and yes.
Okay, we would play that, and then the new Xbox One came out, and that I think I bought that at one time, but I've since sold it. I don't. Basically, what happens to me now is I'll have 2 weeks off around Thanksgiving or Christmas, and I'm like, I got so much free time in my hands. I should get into video games. That sounds fun. And I'll go and I'll spend $500-$600, and then the second I return back to work, I'm like, I don't have time to play video games.
For this.
I don't have time for this shit. So I end up selling it at a massive loss 6 months later.
It's not good business.
No, that's not a good business. That's a you know who might be interested in something like that? Trump. He's got a nose for those kind of things.
Let me
those
write this down.
stinkers.
So wait. So you buy it and then you sell it at a disc. Okay, okay.
Wait, a discount.
I got it.
Oh,
Noted.
I like discounts. Yeah, okay. I'll just out negotiate anybody.
Yeah, so mine sit there a lot too, but
you have your
Let's keep
your
it warm.
consoles.
They keep it warm.
Oh, that thing is getting
Hot.
throttled.
Oh yeah.
Hot. So what systems do you have now?
Xbox One and Xbox One. They both have the Xbox Ones.
Oh, two. You have two Xboxes.
Well, one. So Zach bought one for himself. Like he saved up all of his birthday money and shit, and then he bought one,
nice.
put it in his room.
And so now he's just up there just gaming all day.
Gaming.
And does he have like the Turtle Beach headphones and that whole fucking get up?
Yeah. They're not Turtle Beach. They're something else. They're one of the
whatever the cool ones are now that that Ninja's wearing.
Yeah, there's some shit where I'm like,
Does he have his own signature line chair and headset and shit?
I don't know.
We'll
We'll have to ask that boy.
Yeah, where's Dana when you need him?
Because he was talking about it. Zach was telling me, I think he said Ninja was bad at Fortnite. I was like, bro, he'd still scrape your ass. So
Yeah, you know what's not bad? His fucking bank account. So check yourself. Oh man, and now they have the whole League of Legends like esports.
Oh, there was some free tournament that the boys were playing the other day, and Zach was like, "If I get in the top 1,000, I'm gonna get a
lottery ticket or something.
Alienware
Gift card?
No, computer, like some kind of computer or alien or something." He was like telling me, and I said,
"Where did he
"All right."
finish? 50,000?
It was like out of 80,000. I think he finished like 2,000.
Wow,
I know. I was like, whoa, you're closer than I thought.
that's impressive.
He said number one gets like number one got like 10 grand, and then like everyone else below that up to 1,000 got the computer.
The computer.
I was like, oh, he's like, I'll get it, no problem. I was like, bro, you ain't getting this shit.
Whoa. honestly, that's a really impressive result. I
know. I was surprised.
I'm
He told me, I was
gonna
like, he's
kudos.
like, I was top 4%. I need to be a top 2. I was like, oh man.
Wow, you're right up there. You're talking about, you're cutting nut hairs at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nice. Wow. Wham. We only have the Nintendo Switch right now. I don't know. How often do you hop on? Actually, one time when I was at your house pre-COVID, I think I played a couple games of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was too frustrating.
I can't do it. Even some of the guys, and then like you get like the kids now, like they're like 14,
half your age,
talking shit.
Yeah.
Like where'd it go? You suck. Why don't you just uninstall the game? That was the other thing. Remember we used to say, hope you kept your receipt. Now it's like,
yeah,
all the game. I was like, oh fuck.
Why would you need a receipt? Because you're just downloading it from the e-store. You don't even have to go to fucking GameStop.
What is a
you
receipt?
old ass fucker?
Yeah.
What's a receipt, you old fucker? Are they still dropping? Can you get in trouble for throwing all the nasty words around?
Yeah, you get like
if I know all the bombing and.
Well, they used to have remember they used to have like your gamer rating or something. Remember it was like.
Oh right.
That rate you.
Oh people. Oh shit! Remember how we would get on a real salty streak?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was
because basically, for the listeners who don't know this exact inside story that only Cerny and I know, is we would play.
Great pod. It's a great pod.
Yeah, like okay, here they are just talking to each other again, reliving old memories. These old fucking bastards. Basically every day, Cerny would kind of get home from work the same time I would be on lunch break, and then we would just fire up. Because I worked so close to my apartment in San Francisco, literally around the block.
Yeah.
I would walk home for 50 minutes, play like a bunch of Call of Duty while eating top ramen, and then walk back to work. And if it was a really bad day, have a beer or two.
And then I would, because I worked so early in the morning, I was off by like noon.
Right, so it just worked out perfectly.
And then remember, I used to take a nap while you finish your day, and then you come home, and
we'd play again.
Play again before I go to work.
And then we would, basically what would happen is if it was a lot of, this is when Call of Duty 4 was out.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of team killing and a lot of revenge killings going on. So basically, we would have if someone fucked with Cerny, it was a 2-on-1 battle now.
Yep.
And then, of course, that game, if we got them to leave the game, remember when they would just exit?
Yeah.
That was a win for us. But then we would go and find them and rejoin the other game and start killing them again.
Continue doing it. Yep. It was petty.
Very petty as fuck. But I guess.
I was teaching Jeffrey because Jeffrey was playing Call of Duty a little while ago, and so I could hear like the guy talking to the TV, like "Move, you suck." And
I would just turn that off.
And then he shot him. Like I don't know, but they were using for something like because they usually before that they were like Zach would play and so they used to use it for different.
Oh,
things.
okay.
I could hear he's like, "Oh man, my teammate just killed me," and I was like,
"Get him."
Oh, what are you doing about it? He's like, "I don't know." I said, "Give me the remote." He's like, "What?" I said, "Give me the sticks." So I said, "Who is it?" He said, "That guy." Walked over there, right in the back of the head. Right in the back of the head. Boom.
Oh, execution.
Yeah, executed. He's like, "Hey, what the?" I said, "Give me the mic."
Listen here, you little shithead.
He's like, "Oh," I said, "Don't take from that." I said, "In fact, get him again." He's like, "What?" I said, "Get him again. Hit him with a flashbang and then knife him." Right.
Oh, dude, the flashbangs were worse because they would just end up getting killed by other people. That's the smarter way to do it. We just were brute forcing it.
I was like, "Get him twice." Now you know.
We should.
They have rules now. Remember, like if you kill your own team 3 times, you get kicked.
You get booted.
Yeah. And
then you sit on timeout like after the second one, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And then of course that last one's always a legitimate accident.
Yep.
Stray bullet bouncing off a steel door. Hits some guy in his knee.
Or you throw a grenade and like the guy runs too. You're like, "No!"
Yeah, he runs up. "Oh, what's this?" Boom. Blows his dick off.
Yeah.
Oh man. Now I would assume people are gonna get banned, right? More because you could probably get reported for your language.
Yeah, I think
and all sorts of stuff. Harassment.
I haven't dived into that. But dove into that, but that's
That's
I wonder. I'll ask. I'll ask the experts.
So the next thing that's coming out is PS5. I hear people, and they're talking like it's going to cost as much as a car or something.
PS5, and I saw was Xbox come out with Xbox X or something.
Oh, 10?
It's like a cube or some shit. It's kind of weird looking.
Oh, interesting.
It's almost like I don't know. I actually don't know.
Is it like a GameCube looking thing?
Yeah.
Here, let me just look it up real
A
quick.
little more rectangular, I think, but it's weird.
Xbox. Oh, Series X.
Series X, that's it.
Oh, interesting. It's like if Apple designed some sort of garbage can or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude, it's coming out this year, holiday 2020. Okay.
I'll get it and I'll hoard it over. I'll just lord it over the kids, make them jealous. They'll never use it. It'll just collect dust, but I'll just grab it.
Yeah. Let me see what re-engineered inside and out. Okay. Designed for speed and performance, so they have their own chip in there. Less weight, loading times. Okay.
Oh.
So like, screen loading. So that's good.
Yeah.
Most powerful. 4K gaming, 12 teraflops of power. I hate those teraflops after a hard day's work outside and when it's hot. Balls are teraflopping all over. Whisper quiet fan.
Oh.
No, it doesn't really. Oh, look, a SSD card. 1 terabyte. Oh my God. So there's so much space. But I don't see.
I don't know what the price is going to be.
They are being very cheeky with the price. I don't see it. Okay, just coming holiday 21. PS5 price. Let's see here. Whoo, $500. $500 for that.
It's a little steep.
Yeah, let's see what the new PlayStation looks like. It looks like a discarded piece of Stormtrooper armor.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Gloss white with some black on it. It looks pretty cool. So it's upright, kind of similar to the PlayStation, but it has white on the sides. Oh, there's a digital edition. I don't know what that means. Launches 2020 as well. No. Oh, they have their own headphones and accessories for it now.
Of course. They're going to soak it for everything.
Yeah. 8K output. Jeez.
Wow.
4,320p resolution display. What does that even?
Can your TV handle it?
Yeah, the TV can't even handle that. Oh, interesting. Okay.
We'll have to we'll have to ask the guys in Circuit City to let us.
Yeah, we'll just see. Hey, we were just at Magnolia Hi-Fi and we heard that there's a couple sick new consoles coming out. What's the deets? What's the deets on those?
What's the deets?
Man, that now I'm tempted, but I don't think. And do they usually do the thing too where it's you can't play the original games because they're not.
Xbox One did like a playback thing where you could play back on 360 games. Not all of them though. It was like a lot of them, but it wasn't all of them. So I was like, come on.
Yeah, I guess I can't. I mean, obviously that's a whole money thing, but the games aren't fucking cheap either.
No,
like how much for the new Call of Duty? Like $70.
Oh yeah, $70, and then like they have these new ones now where it's like, this is a big thing with the kids. These they call them skins, like like basically like outfits and shit. Like,
they have that in Pokemon Go.
You get the skin. I was like, so you're gonna pay like an extra $15 for this fucking outfit that your character can wear, but it's big with them.
And then they have what's the cargo? What are the boxes called?
Oh.
What are those called? They're kind of getting in trouble with Apple, Fortnite specifically.
Yeah.
Did you hear about this whole thing?
Yeah, there's like some kind of lawsuit going on, I think.
So basically, Fortnite's implemented their own payment system, which violates the Apple iOS like App Store terms of service. So Apple said, if you do this, we're going to kick you out of the store. And they're like, well, no, we're going to do it. We need better terms. And they said, don't do that. So they did it, and Apple kicked them out. So did Google.
Google, yeah. So they both
and
did.
so they're suing them, but there's no way they're going to win.
No, not if you violated terms.
Apple literally has the most money ever.
Yeah,
You're not going to win.
they'll soak you till you run out.
No, the literally lost, like, the legal system can be won with money, and they have the most of it. So I don't know. Well, we need to get the what's happening now with the dads. What games are the dads rocking, Cerny?
Yeah. Hey, if you're rocking Fortnite, let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
Give us some pro tips so I can school some kids.
Are you playing iPhone games? Are you playing Nintendo Switch, Pokemon Go, Xbox, PlayStation? What is it? Sound off. Let's hear all those Cerny sets sound off in the email.
Yeah, you can email us at chipandcernshow@gmail.com, or you can reach out to the Chipmunks on social media. Well, Chipmunks reach out to Chip on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Mm-hmm. Anything Chip and Cern Show. Just find your avenue. We will respond.
Yeah, we were going to do the TikTok, but we couldn't. We pulled back on it.
It was risky. It's up for sale. So
but anyway.
Geez, was it Walmart and Microsoft are going to split it or something they're trying to do right now? I was like, Walmart.
Yeah. I'm like, I trust Walmart with stuff. Roll everyday low prices.
No.
Actually, speaking of this, a minor tangent, I ordered something off Amazon, and they delivered it to me, and it was in a Walmart box. And I was like, what the fuck? And I went back and I looked because I was so curious. Walmart sells shit on Amazon.
That's wild. Your competitor.
And I was like, aren't they competitors?
Yeah.
But that goes to show how fucking powerful Amazon is that Walmart can just plug into their system and just sell through there. And they their razor thin margins are cut even more because Amazon takes a taste, but at least they moved a product or whatever.
How much Walmart won't back away from $1 either. They're our competitor. We're trying to put out business, but I'll still sell through them.
They'll murder 4 people to pick a penny up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's hope the smoke goes away so that we can get back to wearing just regular masks, not gas masks, and still being socially distant. But at least we can go to go walk around and go for a run outside or some shit. So
without inhaling that smoke for 2 packs a day. So,
dude, I was getting headaches being outside.
Yeah.
And
my throat was sore and I started coughing. I was like, well, fuck, I should just start smoking then if this is just going to be.
So you know what? I thought the same thing. And I said, this smoke is so bad for your lungs. And then I sparked up a fat joint and I ripped it down. This is so... Oh, boy, that hits good. Oh, this is so bad for your lungs. Hold on, pass that back over here. Yeah, okay. I can't believe people have to be outside. Oh, boy, this smoke outside is so bad. Oh, okay. Now, would you get lung cancer twice as fast if you were smoking outside? I think you would.
Oh, so be safe and smoke inside.
You're cutting your risk of cancer by half.
According to Chip and Cern.
According to Chip and Cern and the Cern sluts. But we'll ask Bill Nye.
He can weigh in.
He'll weigh in.
Maybe Neil deGrasse Tyson. Not his forte, but I'm sure he knows a little bit. He can weigh in.
Yeah, I mean, he's always in outer space. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Looking up. He's looking up. So he's kind of hard to look up through the smoke, but he's got a good...
Hard to keep him on Earth. Hard to keep him on Earth here. But yeah. So those are our next 2 episodes that we'll have coming out. So don't forget to subscribe.
That'd be a huge hit.
That'd be a get.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a get. But I'm sure they also would agree and say that you need to wear a mask and wash your hands. Without question.
And your genitals.
They both would say that. And your genitals, of course. And until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.